To Libya now, where the country's new rulers are riding a wave of international support. The leaders of France and Britain are expected to visit the country before the end of this week, and a senior US envoy in Tripoli has just ended a trip where he held direct talks with the new leadership. But while the capital's calm, the rebels have yet to assert complete control over the entire country, and the deposed dictator Muammar Gaddafi is rallying his remaining forces with more defiant messages of resistance. Barney Porter has the latest.
The West is lining up to praise the new Libya, and near the top of the queue is the US.
This visit is intended to highlight the friendship between the people of the United States and the people of Libya. We look forward to reopening a fully functioning, fully staffed embassy as soon as possible.
Jeffrey Feltman is the Assistant Secretary of State for Near Eastern Affairs, the highest-ranking US official to visit the Libyan capital since its capture from Gaddafi forces late last month.
The United States and our international partners have an enduring commitment to supporting the Libyan people as they chart their country's future.
The international partners include Britain, which has circulated a draft resolution to the UN Security Council that would ease 6-month-old sanctions against Libya and hopes to have a vote on it this week. Another key player is France, with President Nicolas Sarkozy widely expected to visit Tripoli before the end of the week. A fortnight ago, major powers met in Paris to back the rebels, but with the National Transitional Council pledging to reward its strongest supporters, there was also behind-the-scenes jostling over business interests. Nabila Ramdani is a London-based French journalist who's been covering the war in Libya. She says for the Libyan people, President Sarkozy has probably emerged as the most popular Western leader.
He's been driving this military campaign from the start. He's the one who put an awful lot of effort to secure the UN resolution to intervene militarily in Libya. And this visit really doesn't come as a surprise. And for Mr. Sarkozy, this will certainly be a historical one. His right-wing allies at home have nicknamed President Sarkozy the Libyan. And the conflict has also been called Sarkozy's war.
And now it's time for payback.
Beyond the triumphant rhetoric, this visit represents realpolitik, which is to say an opportunity to make the military adventure worthwhile. And whatever anybody says, countries do not prosecute military campaigns out of the goodness of their hearts. And Libya is a hugely wealthy state, and French companies are already queuing up for a stake in its oil and natural gas. It's been said, for example, that the French oil giant Total has already been offered a vast stake, and Mr. Sarkozy would be doing anything possible to seal this stake.
But while calm has returned to the capital, fighting hasn't ended across the entire country. The last major pro-Gaddafi strongholds include his hometown of Sirte on the Mediterranean coast, Sabha in the southern desert, and Bani Walid, where rebels are giving civilians a chance to leave the town before launching a final assault. Abdallah Kenshil is an NTC spokesman for Bani Walid.
Today we have some fighting between the revolution forces inside Bani Walid and Dahra and some of Gaddafi brigades. There is fighting in Dahra and also in the north side, just in the valley, where there are exchange of rocket, snipers and everything.
And once peace is finally declared, Nabila Ramdani says it's likely the Libyans will insist that they're in charge of rebuilding their own country.
It's the third biggest producer of oil in Africa. It has the highest literacy rate in North Africa, 84% of the population. They are highly skilled, especially when it comes to technical skills in engineering and in the petroleum industries. So the danger from the point of view of the Libyan population will be to see foreign contractors pour in the country while ignoring local talents. And that's one of the challenges that the NTC will have to deal with.
That's French journalist Nabila Ramdani ending that report by Barney Porter.